Alright, hey, what is up guys? It's me, Eddie, and we are back with another episode of Steins Gate. Let me just make sure that the volume is good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Decrease the volume a little bit. Is this my first stream of the year? I think this is my first stream of the year. I think this is the first the first piece of content that I'm actually recording this year. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, it is. Let me see. Load. And load. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Let me just move myself up here. Oh my god. And by the way, I know why this locking thing happens. I'm covering up this nice lady here. I know why this locking thing happens. It's because there's like an invisible box that I... Yep. There we go. Okay. With the tournament over, I wait for FARIS outside the hall. So yeah, we just had the crazy tournament yesterday. I think that's... I sent Dara home already. He'll have to tell FARIS about Mayuri soon, and I don't want him to hear... I'll have to tell FARIS about Mayuri soon, and I don't want him to hear it. Suddenly, FARIS runs up to me, paying no heed to the curious stares of the crowd. She's still in her maid clothes, and she's carrying 2 bouquets of flowers, which she received from her adoring fans. Oh my god. Yo! Okabe, you lucky lad. FARIS jumps at me before I can finish. She jumps into my arms, embracing me, and there's a warm feeling against my cheek. Whoa! A kiss? Was that a kiss? Hold on, I should probably have this up on my... I should probably be watching this stream on a second monitor. Which is my phone, actually. Because I'm using my computer for... Well, you know what I'm using that for. Okay. Thanks for everything, Yan. FARIS smiles innocently. It's like her entire body is glowing with pure joy.
Yeah, こんな形でお礼をしてもらうのはちょっと困る。
なんだにゃ？キスで足りないって言うならデートしてほしいってことかにゃ。もう今日もは欲張りだにゃ。でもフェイリス的にはそう言われるのも嫌じゃない。
Dang! Okay. FARIS puts on an impish smile.
俺の渡した耳栓は役に立ったようで何よりだ。だから離れろ、暑苦しい。
Something is rising and it's not Shield Hero. Whoa. I forcefully pry FARIS' body off of me. Everyone is staring at us.
今日も疑っちゃってごめんにゃ。最初から今日ものこと信じてればあんなに苦戦することもなかったのにゃ。
FARIS bashfully paws at her head. I take that paw of hers and leave the scene. Yeah, no, this girl up here, I'm wondering, is she from an older science adventure series? Because that design is way too distinct. Like, there's no way that's just background detail. That's gotta be something, right? That has to be. That can't just be background detail. That girl has just way too unique of a design. Get to the overpass and finally lose sight of all the tournament spectators.
フェイリス、これで俺の言うことに耳を傾けてくれ。
Oh my god, this is like the straight up like the otaku dream, isn't it? You got a cute girl that you, I think like the concept of like, oh, she used to, and she actually likes you back? Jesus. FARIS, now you listen to what I have to say, right? Yeah.
お前に渡したサングラスと耳栓は何も俺が考えたわけじゃない。
そうなのにゃ。じゃあ誰が？
お前自身だ。
FARIS looks at me in confusion.
正確に言うと2時間後のお前だ。最初お前はバイラルアタッカーズに卑怯な手を使われて負けたんだ。 そこでお前は俺にタイムマシンを使って相手の妨害を阻止してくれと頼んできた。
タイムマシン。
これはいわば契約だ。お前は本来忘れているはずの D メールを使って過去を改変したことについて思い出しそうになっていた。来年度の大会に勝てさえすればそれを思い出せるとそう言った。
にゃにゃ。
どうだ、思い出したか。思い出したと言ってくれ。これは俺にとって重要なことなのだ。
Bear stares into my eyes as if she's looking for something. Then she puts a finger against her lips in thought. Finally, she smiles.
多分それはフェイリスの嘘じゃないかにゃ。
Oh, come on!
は？
その時のフェイリスはバイラルに負けて落ち込んでたんじゃないかにゃ。だからタイムマシンの話を聞いたらそれを使ってでもなんとか勝ちたいと思うのにゃ。でないとパパに合わせる顔がないからにゃ。だからきっと思い出すとかなんとかは京馬に話を合わせただけのような気がするにゃ。きっとフェイリスならそうするにゃ。
Yeah, that tracks, that figures.
なんてことだ。
Damn, I was a fool to trust this cat girl. I should have expected this from how she normally acts. To be fair, you kinda didn't have a choice, so... Yeah, I breathe a deep sigh and lean on the overpass's guardrail. So in the end, all that work was for nothing. I still need to fix up the warped timeline, but I don't know the contents of Faris' email. Faris forgot it even ever happened, and it isn't in her send history. What should I do?
京馬。
Oh. And suddenly, Faris whispers into my ear.
フェイリスの目を見るにゃ。
何？
いいから目を見てにゃ。
Faris' face is right beside mine. Her breath tickles my ear. We're awfully close. Does she plan to kiss me on the lips this time? But her expression is uncharacteristically serious, so I gulp and do as I'm told. I turn to Faris and stare down into her eyes. Faris looks up at me too. If an outsider were to see us, they think we were a couple lost in our own world. Isn't there a timeline where this actually... Anyways, I've said too much. This is the closest I've ever been to Faris. I'm captivated by the beauty of her features. Wow, her eyelashes are really long.
京馬、緊張してるにゃ。
今は
Oh my
頭
god!
の中でフェルマーの最終定理を計算中だ。
That is the most virgin thing you could ever say. Really? Really? Oh my god. No, I'm thinking about scientific theorems actually. I'm not nervous at all.
つまり緊張してるのにゃ。
Alright, on the money.
実はフェイリスは一つだけ魔法が使えるにゃ。
魔法だと？それってまさか。
京馬にだけ特別に教えると、実はフェイリスは他人の心理を読み取ることができるのにゃ。
I doubt that, but alright.
スタンド名はチェシャーブレイク。
Everyone knows Cheshire Cat.
どうにゃ？すごいにゃ。
俺にだけ特別ってさっきバイラルにばらされていたではないか。
まさか奴らにこの秘密を知られるとは思わなかったにゃ。
I wanted to deny the existence of supernatural powers. After all, I have one of my own called Reading Steiner.
ちっちゃい頃からパパの交渉相手の顔を盗み見るうちに、相手が何を考えているのか読めるようになったのにゃ。
It's less of a power. Okay, so it's less of a power, and she's just really good at reading people.
どっちかっていうと直感とか勘に近いにゃ。目の動きとか表情とか仕草で、あ、この人は今嘘を言ったってわかるにゃ。
もしかしてお前その能力をライネットの試合にも使っていたのか？
I mean, it seems like just her intuition. I don't see why that would be not allowed.
そうにゃ。フェイリスはエンターテイナーだにゃ。いつもわざとピンチになってそこから劇的大逆転勝利を決めるスタイルなのにゃ。それにサングラスをつけると相手の考えを読みにくくなるのにゃ。
Why not? Wait, what was the past you doing then? Or future? Ah, you get what I'm saying. Is that why she didn't put them on?
この力のおかげで今朝京馬が嘘をついていないことも分かったのにゃ。
最初はちっとも相手をしてくれなかったではないか。
それは気が立ってただけにゃ。
Feels like she's tricking me again. She is.
で、今の京馬も嘘はついてないのにゃ。フェイリスはその D メールっていうのを使って過去を変えたわけだにゃ。そのことは信じるにゃ。できれば京馬のためにフェイリスも思い出してあげたいけど、ごめんにゃ。思い出せないにゃ。
そうか。
We've reached an impasse. I have no choice but to look for some other way. I suddenly feel intense stares on us. I realize that we're surrounded by people. Are they jealous FARIS fans who think I'm her boyfriend? I shared the thought, but I don't think that's are they Rounders? Then who are they? Mocha's Rounders? Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's just this guy. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought we were in some actual trouble here. A man clad in black steps forward. Oh, it's a bald spot guy again. What does he want now? I realize that these men surrounding us are all dressed like 4C, so are all of these guys viral attacker underlings? 4C's gaudy white teeth shine.
チャンピオンに言いたいことがある。ガイアが俺に物言いをつけろと囁くのさ。
His art style is so different from everyone else's. What's up with that?
物言い？
このメス猫がよ、さっきの相手の心を読めるって力、一体どんなイカサマを使ってやがるんだ。
イカ様などのはずがない。貴様らこそ姑息な真似をしていたではないか。
フェイリスはあなたたちみたいな卑怯なことはしないにゃ。
だとてめえ、この黒の貴公子である俺は伊達悪界の神に誓ってイカサマなんかしねえ。それ以外の方法はどうかわかんねえけどな。いいか、汚れた白きシャム猫、俺は負けを認めねえ。最後のチェンジディレクトリだってイカ様だ。
I mean...
証拠がないのに適当なことを。
知らねえと思うから教えてやるぜ。この俺が黒といえば黒、それがライネットの真理なのさ。
These guys came here to make completely false accusations. It doesn't look like they'll take no for an answer. And they've surrounded us so we can't escape.
ところでてめえの父親は秋葉原界隈じゃ知らねえ者はいないほどの男なんだってな。で、ライネット AB グラちゃんはそのコネを使ってスタッフ全員がフェイリスを勝たせるように動いている。ライネッターの間じゃそういう噂もあるんだぜ。
Ooh.
大した悪党だな。てめえはちっとも伊達悪じゃねえ。白きシャム猫でもねえ。 泥水の中を這い回る声太った豚さ。
The crowd grows louder. Beyond the wile of viral henchmen, there are some homebound Rhinet spectators watching from a distance. The virals start jeering loudly.
マジかよ。あまりにもうまくいきすぎだとはうすうす思っていたけど、つまりやらせ出来レースだったってことかよ。
最低だよな、あの猫女。
フェイリスってそういう人間だったんだな。汚い、実に汚い。
というわけでよ、チャンピオン。いや、
Oh!
偽チャンピオンのフェイリス。ここで土下座してくれ。この黒き明星である俺、シドの前で額を地面にこすりつけて許しをこいな。
I bet she's making the raise A face right now.
そして王座を返還しやがる。そこまでしたらやらせ行為については明星に誓って許してやるよ。
そうだそうだ、優勝を辞退しろ。てか二度とライネットアクセスバトラーズに関わるな。
Jeez. But, I mean, then again, I know like stuff like football hooligans exist in the UK, so actually, never mind. Actually, I was like, aren't you guys taking this a little too seriously? But actually, no, that's sadly realistic.
ライネッターを引退しろブス。
Jeers fly from the surrounding virals. None of the onlookers approach. I guess they don't want to get involved. What a farce. How long do I have to listen to
行く
this?
ぞ、フェイリス。
I grab Ferris's wrist and force away through the surrounding virals. People are going to take that the wrong way, I'm just going to say. As we run for the place, I look back and see...
待ちやがれ。
Forseen and his group are chasing after us. All we could do is run.
もしもし。
僕だけど。
なんだ、今取り組み中だから。
オカリンってまだ会場にいる？
いない。
フェイリスさんは見てないよな。実は炎上中で。
What?
炎上？何が？
フェイリスさんのブログとか、フェイリスさんのファンサイトとかが。
What? Damn, the viral attackers must be flooding the net with false accusations. Those scumbags.
切るぞ。
I press the end call button and run even faster.
今日まだあいつら追ってくるにゃ。
Keep running, just keep running. While gasping for oxygen, I pull Ferris by the hand and run faster. Okabe, you really gotta invest in... Okay, no, this isn't like a video game. Or it is a video game, but I know this isn't like a thing you can like upgrade stats for anything, but Okabe, you really gotta upgrade your running stats. Like, it's, it might come in handy, I'm just gonna say. We zigzag through the streets of Akiba until we loop back to UPX. Ferris's home is right next door. We should have gone there first. My lungs are on fire. My legs are aching.
今日まあれ見るにゃ。
Ferris tugs at my sleeve, stopping me. I look where she's pointing, and there I see several unsavory-looking DQNs, delinquents clad in black leather, loitering near the apartment building's entrance. Damn, they got here first!
これじゃ中に入るのは無理そうにゃ。
とにかく離れよう。
We try to cut through Yodobashi and head to Shawadori, but we get caught en route.
いやがったぞ。
メーリングリストで情報を流せ。
Oh, come on. How desperate are these guys? Damn, how many of them are there? All we can do is turn back. We won't make any progress if we keep running like this. Hey, isn't Mayuri set to die soon? We need to find somewhere we can rest. The lab, we can manage something if we escape there. We need to get there somehow. What? There are virals loitering around the lab. There's no way we can get past them. How? We end up seeking refuge in the ramen shop behind the lab. The ramen shop behind the lab. On another world line, this was Maid Queen Neon Squared, where Faris and Mayuri worked as maids.
どうしてこんなところで立ち止まるにゃ？早く逃げなきゃ。
Maid Queen's second floor now seems to be the storehouse for the ramen shop downstairs. Actually, this might be the perfect place to hide. I take Faris' hand and run up the stairs. In the empty-looking room are piles of what seem to be bags of flour. Faris and I hide behind one such pile. I just hope no one saw us come in.
とにかくここで奴らが諦めるのを待とう。
Is it fire? He's set to die in a few hours. I take out my phone and open the composed mail scene. I send Daro an SOS. Don't tell me Daro's been caught by viral attackers or something. Faris and I are hiding above Ramen Saboru. Uh-huh. It's hot as hell in here. The running has made me thirsty.
ここにメイクインがあれば冷房も効いていて飲み物も出してもらえるのにな。
にゃ？
ああ、いや。
I just said the first thing that came to mind, but Faris looks at me strangely.
なんで京馬はここに開く予定だったメイド喫茶の名前を知ってるにゃ？でもそっか、ホームページに少しの間だけオープン告知とメイドさん募集要項を載せたことあったにゃ。京馬、それを見たのかにゃ？
開く予定だったのか。
フェイリスが企画して会議にも通してほとんど決まりかけてた話なのにゃ。でも最終的にパパにダメって言われて企画がなくなっちゃったにゃ。
Ooh.
はあ、パパもとんだわからずやだにゃ。フェイリスに店を任せてくれてれば、はにゃーんなコスチュームとキュンキューンなメイドさんたちを集めて日本一のメイド喫茶になってたのにゃ。
I remember the twist.
中野や池袋のお客さんを秋葉に引っ張ってこられたのに惜しいことをしたのにゃ。
The Akihabara I know cater to fans of games, anime, and moe culture. The current Akihabara is still the electric town of old. This used to be the maid cafe, May Queen Neon Squared. But now it's a ramen shop. If I remember correctly, Faris wasn't this attached to Rhinet Access battlers on the previous world line.
フェイリス。いや、秋葉ルミホ。
はにゃ。
お前は秋葉の後継ぎ娘で秋葉原の都市開発計画の会議なんかにも出ているんだよな。
にゃ、出てないにゃ。
出てない？だって前にそう言って。
That's on the old line. Did she say that before the world line changed?
会議にはパパが出てるにゃ。なのになんでフェイリスが出なきゃいけないのにゃ。
逆になんでお前は会議に出ていたんだ？
だから出てないって言ってるにゃ。
Ooh, the twist coming up. That's right, it makes no sense for a high school girl to participate in development conferences, much less be the mastermind behind the moification of Akiba. Moe shops began to spring up around 2002, didn't they? Back then, Ferris was still 9 years old. Could this actually be due to the contents of Ferris's D-mail?
フェイリスのパパさんはレトロ PC の愛好家なんだよな。
その通りにゃ。あ、そういえばまだ IBN5100 は見つけてないにゃ。
ちなみにパパさんがレトロ PC を手放すようなことってあるのか？
On another world line, Ferris's dad donated the IBN 5100 to Yanabayashi Shrine. Or was it Ferris who did that?
それはないにゃ。パパは自分が集めた PC はすべて愛してるにゃ。それを手放すなんてとんでもないのにゃ。
Then why did he donate the IBN 5100?
フェイリスはレトロ PC は持っていないのか？
パパの趣味はさっぱりにゃ。フェイリスはコスプレとかアニメとか可愛いものが好きなのにゃ。
You could like multiple things. The reason Moe shops disappeared was because Ferris didn't participate in the city development conferences. I guess that's what the D-mail was about.
もし仮にお前が都市開発計画に子供の頃からずっと参加していたとして。
そうしたら秋葉の町に萌えショップをたくさん誘致しようと思ってるにゃ。コミマを見ればわかる通りオタクパワーはすごいのにゃ。きっと秋葉は今以上に人がたくさん訪れるはずにゃ。
それはいいとして、都市開発計画にずっと参加していたお前がもしもう参加したくないと思ったとして、それを過去の自分にどうやってやめさせると思う？
Ooh, reverse reconstruction.
それは何の心理テストにゃ？
単なる例え話だ。
Ferris ponders this for a while. Okabe, he doesn't have the full picture though. He can't.
劇的なのがいいにゃ。
何？
ドラマみたいな展開にゃ。フェイリスはそういうのは結構信じちゃうタイプにゃ。これはきっとパパからの遺伝だと思うにゃ。
Really?
だから例えばフェイリスが誘拐されるとか。
Suddenly, Ferris falls silent. It's a dark room. I can't read her expression.
誘拐？
フェイリス？
What's wrong? Ferris suddenly clutches her head.
頭痛いにゃ。ねえ京馬、フェイリスはこの倉庫に来てから変な気分なのにゃ。
Does she have a reading
小
Steiner?
さい頃に一度来たことあるだけなのに、すごく見慣れてる景色に思えてくるにゃ。
Bro, she's got reading Steiner!
ここいつも歩き回ってたような感覚が。
Bro, reading Steiner! Oh my god. What does this mean? Is she messing with me again? No, this feels too real. Her face suddenly lights up, and then she grabs my arm.
思い出したにゃ。
何を？
Okay, I don't know. On one hand, I really think this is great. On the other hand, it does kind of feel like an ass pull in a way.
思い出したにゃ。
The force of her declaration stifles my response.
メイクインにゃんにゃ。京馬もダルニャンは常連さんだったにゃ。それに
She figured it out!
働いてたにゃ。
Again, I don't know if this is awesome or an ass pull, but you know what? Hey.
本当に思い出したのか？
Ferris nods.
京馬たちがお店でタイムマシンのお話ししてたことも IBN5100 を探す交換条件としてタイムマシンを使いたいってお願いしたことも、あとは時間を川の流れに例えるのおかしいって京馬とダルニャンを論破したこととか、ラボメンになるために血の盟約を結んだこととか。
I'd almost forgotten those things myself. I'd forgotten those things too.
D メールは D メールの内容は思い出したのか？
Ferris lets out a sigh. Her smile suddenly disappears. Don't tell me that's all she remembers. Or was she tricking me again?
思い出したけど、これは取り消さなきゃいけないって京馬言ったかにゃ。
そうだ。フェイリスの D メールによって改変された過去を元に戻してやらないと。
ダメにゃ。
Ferris shakes her head violently and presses her body against me again. We're alone in this dim storehouse. I can feel her hot breath against my cheek. There's no one here to see us. We're safe. I feel myself getting excited by our proximity. No, I need to keep my cool.
元に戻すなんてできないにゃ。
聞いてくれ、フェイリス。これにはマユリの命、
マユシーの
世界線のズレを元に戻して、俺が IBN5100 を手に入れないとマユリが死ぬ。バカみたいに聞こえるかもしれないけど、それが事実なんだ。だから頼む。以前送った D メールを取り消すためにもう一度 D メールを。
フェイリスが D メールで叶えた願いは。
Ferris cuts in as if to silence me. Her eyes are wet, reflecting the dim light.
フェイリスが叶えたのは10年前に死んだパパを生き返らせることにゃ。
A life for a life. What do you say, Okabe? What?
もっと簡単に言うと、
Boom.
パパが死んだ過去を死なないように変えたのにゃ。
You mean that kind-looking man, her father, died 10 years ago? That's consistent with everything now that I... Yeah, see, it all fits together. It all fits together. Ferris really has remembered her D-mail. Now that I know the result, all I have to do is send the cancellation D-mail. But it's not so simple. I need to cancel that D-mail that prevented her father's death 10 years ago. Isn't that the same as killing him again? I hear the door open and quickly cover Ferris's mouth with my hand.
本当にこんなところにフェイリスが隠れてるのか。
Oh my god, Dara's been caught.
それらしい二人組が入ってくのが見えたんだよ。
Crap! Someone saw us. We need to do something. They call their friends. We're done for.
どこだ。
やっぱここにいたな、フェイリス。
もしもし。
岡部、聞こえる？タクシーは呼んだけど、もうちょっとだけ時間がかかる。
Pretty soon, not a good time. Pretty soon.
手にバレた。目の前にいる。
おい、出てこい。
隠れても無駄だぞ、俺。
それなら脱出方法をレクチャーする。場所はさっきのところから移動してないんだよな。
Oh, okay. The men are approaching our hiding spot. Because the room is dark, it seems they can't tell where we are. Do they not have basic echo, or not echolocation? Like, can they not hear where the sounds are coming from? I listen carefully to Kurisu's voice.
その部屋にある小麦粉をばらまいて脱出しろ。OK?
Awesome. Scatter the flour?
あとは照明をスイッチオン。
Oh! Oh!
了解した。オーバー。
Oh, okay, okay. Then I send the light reflect off of something. One of the men has a butterfly knife. He opens the blade with a flourish. I quickly rip open a nearby wheat flour sack and toss its contents into the air. The scattered white powder shines the sunlight through the window.
うわ、なんだこれ。なんも見えねえ。
Slipping past the disoriented men, I carry Ferris towards the exit. Damn, like a badass. Right next to the exit, I see the light switch. I push Ferris out first and flip the switch before shutting the door. And that'll blind them. Well, not permanently, but you know. Right as we get out, oh shit. A sound like firecrackers resounds from the other side of the door. What? A dust explosion. I've seen this same trick used by guys like MacGyver and Master Cheaton. What? That should distract them long enough for us to escape. Ferris coughs, shaking wheat flour off her clothes and hair. But there's no time to spare. The taxi still isn't here. It's not like we can wait for it. We need to leave here now. However...
そうはいかねえぞ取り囲んじまえ
Crap! We were headed for the lab, but it got ambushed. Soon, Ferris and I are surrounded by the men with fires of hatred burning in their eyes.
よもう逃げられないぜ
Hello there! The crowd parts down the middle and 4C steps forward wearing a hat.
一つ教えてやるてめえらは俺のヤバすぎる黒のオーラの前から逃れられね
What are you guys, connected to Yakuza or something? I shield Ferris with my body. 4C cracks his knuckle and smiles.
え俺はいつだって体制に逆らってきた今回俺のダテ割るストーリーは完全勝利で終わるのさ
よせこの俺に手を出すな
Fighting Chuny with Chuny, not a bad idea. The only thing I could do to stop faltering is to go into Hoenn Kyoma mode. I mean, better than nothing.
このままだと俺の右が暴走を
You got, I love this.
シーンの最前線に立つのは常に一人その一人とは黒い羽を羽ばたかせたクジャク
沈まれ俺の右腕ダメだ封印が解かれてしまうお前たち早く逃げろでないと本当に命を落とすぞ
Okay, so the main fundamental problem right now you see here, right, is the fact that 4C's LARP is backed up by fists and violence. Your LARP is backed up by nothing. So, it's a decent delaying tactic, but it's not gonna... I don't think it's gonna delay him for long. I'm just saying.
クレイジーな舞でてめえをエレガントに沈めてやるぜ漆黒に選ばれるのはこの俺だ
Wait, are the Rounders actually gonna come to the rescue? I feel like that's gonna be so interesting.
ダメだ右手が右手
That would be so interesting if the Rounders actually sort of come to the quote-unquote rescue.
俺はもう
ってこいつ一体何なんだ
Something strikes the top of my head. One of the virals threw a can at me.
シード騙されんなそいつは典型的な中二病なだけだ
いやお前らが言うな
Oh!
構わねえから叩っちまおうぜ
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they've got no reason to play along.
そこまで言うな覚悟しろ俺は右腕の封印を
Before I could finish, 4K kicks me in the solar plexus. Should have stood around like freaking meditate. I mean, to be fair, standing around is pretty much all he could have done. He grabs the top of my head and knees me repeatedly. Finally, he lets go of my hair. I start coughing as soon as I hit the ground. Next, 4C lays into me with a heavy kick. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's not much it could have done, but even an experienced fighter's gonna go down if you just smack them like that, so it's like... But yeah,
冷たすぎる氷はやけど
4C can back up his LARP with actual strikes, so, you know, it's, you know...
だからそれはやけどではなく凍傷だバカが
He starts stomping on me with his booted heels. All I can feel is pain. I abandon all thought and wait for the storm to pass.
今日もそれ以上傷つけないで。
うるせえ。指図するなよ。俺に指図できるのはガイアのささやきだけだぜ。
Horsey grabs my thumb in both hands. Oh! Oh! I hear a sound. The car's exhaust. The honking of a horn. A limousine barrels through the alleyway at terrific speed. Everyone screams and scatters to avoid it. The smell of burnt rubber. Yeah, baby! The tire tracks on. Oh my god, that's like a movie scene. Okay, okay. The back door opens.
乗りなさい。
Yo! But I can't even stand up. There's no strength in my body left. My vision's blurry too. Slender arms wrap around my body, pulling me towards the car. The soft scent of citrus tickles my nose.
今日も頑張ってにゃ。
I let her help me into the limousine.
さあ、待て。
The door shuts, cutting off his shouting. The car speeds off like a bullet. Yo! Whoa! Whoa! Yo! Yo! There's a softness under my head. Yo! We're inside of the limousine. My head is resting on Ferris's lap. Every inch of my body feels like it's on fire. Bro, that was totally worth it, though. At the same time, there's a terrible chill in my bones. I can barely hear. My ears are ringing. The urge to vomit has receded, at least. They really messed me up. According to Ferris's dad, he was racing to UPX to congratulate Ferris when he saw us. A fortunate coincidence, indeed. Is this also the choice of Steins Gate?
君にはお礼を言わねばならないね、岡部君。娘を守ってくれてありがとう。
守るだなんてそんな
I'm no hero. If I had the strength, I would prostrate myself right now before this man. I mean, he did kind of save your ass as well. Although I guess you did hold the line.
何もできませんでしたよ俺は全く情けないです
You're not giving yourself enough credit, buddy. That was... You held the line well. Long enough for him to get there.
とんでもない。君は娘の命の恩人だよ。
He shakes my hand firmly in gratitude.
パパったら大事なお仕事があるんだから無理しなくていいって言ったのににゃ。
Ferris looks happy as she says that. However, I recall what Ferris told me in the ramen shop.
フェイリスが叶えたのは
I mean, Ferris's dad is really cool. I like him.
10年前に死んだパパを生き返らせることにゃ。
If that's true, then to return to the original world line, I have to erase her father, to kill him, essentially.
私はルミホとの約束は何があっても守るよ。昔そう決めたんだからね。
パパ、ありがとにゃ。
The limousine soon reaches Ferris's home.
ほう、IBN5100 か。
Yo, it's this guy. It's so weird. I mean, I know they have to make the parent look like the kid, but it's like for like a solid-looking businessman with like pink hair, that is so whack.
そうですあなたは熱心なレトロ PC 収集家とかねてより聞いていました何かご存知ではありませんか
I ended up eating dinner at Ferris's apartment. Wait, was it the 13th or the 15th? Ferris's father was extremely grateful to me and invited me up. I would have been okay with just borrowing the shower, but he even prepared a change of clothes for me, and he told me I could stay since it's still too dangerous to go outside. During the meal, I tried asking about the IBN 5100, ignoring the pain I still feel throughout my body.
君のような若者が IBN5100 を知っているとは珍しいね。
He smiles when I bring up his hobby of collecting old PCs.
確かに私も持っていたよ。今は手放してしまったが。
Oh, where?
手放した？
ああ、やむにやまれぬ事情でね。
He glances at his daughter. Ferris keeps eating her meal silently.
柳林神社に奉納したのですか？
奉納？いや、違うよ。
No. All the strength drains from my body. Were my efforts for nothing?
私に IBN5100 を託してくれた橋田さんには申し訳ないことをしてしまったと思っている。
Wait, what?
橋田って、橋田鈴ですか？
Ferris's dad nods. Suzu Hasudoed him. My pulse rises instantly upon hearing that name. She did it. She found an IBN 5100. She brought it to Akiba. She completed her mission. Tears well up in my eyes. I bite them back.
昔の話になるがね。まだ私の会社が今ほど大きくない頃の話だ。ルミホが誘拐されたんだ。犯人はとんでもない身代金を要求してきてね。
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh! Oh,
あるい
okay.
は会社を抵当に入れればなんとかなったかもしれない。
Oh shit.
そんな時、渡りに船とばかりに IBN5100 を高額で買い取りたいという人物が現れてね。それを売り渡すことでルミホを助けるための身代金を用意することができたんだよ。
パパ、その話はやめるにゃ。
Oh, she's red. She's blushing. For some reason, Ferris's face turns red with embarrassment. I have to say, her dad seems really happy to tell this story. I mean, not something you'd expect from a kidnapping story.
その歌相手というのは？
フランスの実業家だね。
Oh.
今でも連絡は取れると思う。なんだったら教えようか。
Politely declined the offer. There's no way the IBN 5100 will arrive from France in time, and I doubt we could afford to pay for it anyway. Plus, there's a high possibility the buyer is related to CERN or to the Rounders. I clench my fist and open it again. Why won't you return to me, IBN 5100? It's well past midnight and I'm still awake. My body hurts too much to sleep, and there's a question eating at my mind. What should I do? How can I cancel the email that saved Ferris' father? My encounter with the man himself has given birth to unnecessary internal conflict. I'm about to steal Ferris' father away from her. I need to do it to save my Yuri. But does that give me the right to play God? I hear a knock and the door opens.
今日も
Oh.
フェイリスか。まだ寝てなかっ
Ooh
た。
la la, okay.
入っていい？
Yo! Okay. Hmm? Normally, Ferris would have added Nya to the end of that question. Without waiting for an answer, Ferris steps inside. Then she sits on me next to the bed. She's not wearing her cat ears.
その
That feels wrong.
さっきはありがとう。
Aww. Aww.
バイラル一味に追いかけられた時、私すごく怖かった。
Does she have a fever or something? No, she's being genuine for once. Come on. Why is she talking normally? She usually pretends to be a cat girl. Does this mean she's not using her Ferris persona right now? Is this the real Aki Harumiho? It's actually referring to hear Ferris talk normally like this. It excites me for some reason, like she's showing me a side of herself that no one has ever seen.
初めてだったよ。大勢の人たちからあんな黒い感情をぶつけられたこと。
黒にやたらこだわる連中だったからな。
Yeah. She slaps me on the knee lightly.
もう真面目に話してるのに。
Whoa. What? Even her retort is normal. The person sitting in front of me isn't the cat airbait, and she isn't the Rhinet champion. She's just a normal girl.
傷痛む？
Yeah, she's being serious with you.
いや、大丈夫だ。
Dang.
今日の岡部さんがいなかったらどうなっていたか想像するだけでゾッとする。
言い直すな。いつも通りの呼び方でいい。
Fair size.
とにかく京馬には感謝してもしきれない。本当にありがとう。京馬はね、
Whoa.
私の王子様だよ。
Whoa, okay. Prince, what's with the Prince? What's with the fairy tale talk? She's giving me goosebumps. This calls for a Hoyin Kyoma.
俺は王子様ではない。狂気のマッドサイエンティストで。
He's feeling embarrassed, so he's falling back to his Chuny persona. Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa. Before I finish, Ferris throws herself on top of me. Whoa, okay. She wraps her arms around me tightly.
フェイリス。
Yo.
ルミホって呼んでほしいな。
Yo.
いや、フェイリスはフェイリスだろ。
This is bad. What should I do? What does Ferris want?
ねえ、もう終わりにしようと思うの。京馬はどうせ過去に戻ればまたやり直せるのに、私を命がけで助けてくれた。
Yo. Oh my god. You went back in time and risked your life to save me.
だから京馬の望むことを私も叶えてあげたいって思う。
だが。
Swallow the rest of my words. Granting my wish would mean erasing our father's exist. Oh my god. First Suzuha and now Ferris. Huh. I feel like I'm gonna get another choice here. My heart aches. It was like this with Suzuha too. Yeah. I erased everything Suzuha had shared with us in 2010, including her memories of meeting her father. I did it for the sake of my personal goal, to save my Yuri. Must I once again sacrifice someone else's dream?
あれは私の8歳の誕生日の時。
Well, you're not. It's not just Ferris. It's her dad too. It was on my 8th birthday. Still clinging to me, Ferris looks down and begins her story.
私はパパにその日だけはお仕事をお休みして一緒に遊びに行こうってお願いしてたんだ。
Oh, that's tragic.
当時はまだパパの会社は大きくなくて、パパは毎日朝から晩までずっと働き続けてたから、私はちっともパパに会えなかったの。パパと過ごせる一日が私が一番欲しかったプレゼントだった。
Oh, I think I know. I think I know exactly. Okay. Okay. I see where this is going.
パパは約束してくれたよ。その日は何があってもきっと一緒に過ごそうって。でもやっぱり急な仕事の予定が入って前日になって約束は破られちゃったの。
And that's what got him killed.
ひょっとしてパパは私のこと愛してくれてないんじゃないかってすごく不安になっちゃって。だからね、私、
Oh!
当日に
Okay.
家出したの。
Okay.
パパに心
Okay.
配してもらいたくて。
Oh, no, I remember this. I remember this now. I remember everything. Ferris pauses here for a time. Then she looks up at me and continues with tears in her eyes.
その日、パパの乗った飛行機が 着陸に失敗したんだ。死者は一人だけで、他の乗客はみんな無事だったんだけどね。
And that one person happened to be him. Don't tell me.
その一人がパパだった。
That was before the world line changed.
信じられなかった。こんなにも世界は私に冷たい運命を押し付けるのかって。
Hold on, I'm gonna shift the camera just to... never mind. I'll have to shift the whole computer over. It's a little tilted. I couldn't believe the whole world would be so cruel to me.
パパなんかもう知らない。死んじゃえばいいんだって。それがパパにかけた最後の言葉になっちゃった。
Jesus. Oh, you know, a couple episodes ago, I was like, Suso's best girl, man, and I'm like, actually, oh, never mind. Who was more tragic?
そんな言葉で、私とパパの関係は永遠に閉ざされちゃったんだ。
I could hear the tears in her voice.
大好きだったのに、どうして最後にあんなこと言っちゃったのかなって、ずっと心の中にパパへの罪悪感があって。ずっと思ってた。タイムマシンがあればいいのにって。
Then did fate guide us to each other?
だからね、京馬がタイムマシンの話をしているときに、これは神様か仏様か運命様が私に与えてくれたチャンスなんだって思ったの。
Oh, God.
フェイリス、ルミホ、今日はもう話さなくていい。
最後まで言わせて。
Let her go on. Ferris doesn't let go of me. She sniffles and wipes away her tears, putting on a smile.
私はもう満足したから。さっきパパが助けに来てくれて、私のこととっても大切に思ってくれてるって
Well, yeah, of course.
分かったから。
Oh, Okabe, you're gonna have to carry a lot of weight.
このちょっとだけのご褒美はもう十分楽しいんだから。だから変えた過去は元に戻さなきゃ。
Yeah.
だが
今日マユシーはね、私にとっても友達なんだよ。そのマユシーに危機が迫ってるなら、私も京馬と同じようにする。
And the thing is, it's, oh. And there's also the thing you have to, I mean, like, this world line, you could almost say that it's not real in a way. That's like...
すまない。
言ったでしょ、今のこの現実は現実じゃなくて
Yeah.
ご褒美なの。
That's how she's justifying it, at least.
それとも夢って言うべきかな。
Yeah.
もともとパパはこの時代にはいなかった。元に戻すだけ。夢を見させてくれてありがとう、京馬。
本当にそれでいいんだな。
Barry buries her face into my chest.
本当はちっとも良くないよ。
Of course not.
私、世界が変わる前のこと思い出したけど、でも
Voice acting's good. I also do want to point out, dang.
世界が変わった後のことも全部覚えてるんだよ。
Of course.
私の記憶、今すごくパニック中なの。
Okay, this raises a sort of interesting question. Does everyone, like, I feel like everyone should sort of logically, maybe Okabe is the only one with this, maybe everyone has reading Steiner to some degree. It's just Okabe's one happens to be the most, like, quote-unquote active, if that makes any sense. I think that's sort of it.
変わる前と変わる後とがごちゃ混ぜになって、どっちが本当なのかわからなくなっちゃいそうで。でもこれ以上わがまま言ったら京馬が悲しむでしょ。京馬が悲しむ顔は見たくないから。
Damn.
だって私の王子様だもん。
だがもしかすればお前もパパさんを失わずマユリも死なないそういう世界があるかもしれないんだ。
That's the logical... that's
探
the...
す努力をもっと。
That's the immediate...
いいのもういいの。私はもう逃げたくないから。
There's nothing I could say to that. Instead, I tightly embrace her slender body.
ありがとう。
ねえ、ちょっとだけ泣いていいかな。過去を元に戻す前にパパのために泣いてもいいかな。
She's already crying, but I don't say anything. Instead, I silently nod. Ferris's body trembles with emotion as I hold her. Father's sleeping in the room next door. She probably doesn't want him to hear. She cries into my chest, muffling her sobs. It's almost noon. I feel dizzy. It's like my brain is rusty. My whole body is heavy with fatigue. The pain from my wounds has subsided, thankfully, but in the end I couldn't sleep a wink. I promised Faris that we'd commence the operation at noon. Until then, we wait at Ferris's apartment. I've already contacted Dara and the others back at the lab. I told them we'd be performing an experiment today.
今日も
フェイリス
I can see the traces of tears on her face. The sight makes my heart ache.
今からパパに最後のご挨拶をしてくるにゃ。
Oh! Her usual speaking habits returned the second she donned her cat ears. It's a little way of, psychological something. What a nifty piece of equipment.
しばらくパパと二人きりにさせてもらうにゃ。
Maybe I should say wait. Maybe I should say sorry. But I say nothing to Ferris's back as she heads to her father's study. By the time Faris finishes her farewell with her father and comes out of the study, the phone wave, name subject to change, just settings are already complete. I contact Dara at the lab and make sure the Braun Tube Workshop's 42-inch CRT is turned on. Now all we have to do is send the email, but I hesitate. Instead of meeting Ferris's eyes, which have turned red from so much crying, I look down at my feet. Eternal separation from the father she loves so dearly. I wonder what Faris is thinking right now.
今日まそんな顔しちゃダメだにゃ。今日まは何にも悪いことしてないにゃ。
だが
にゃんにゃー。もうその話はおしまいにゃ。
分かった
Can't stay sad when Faris is trying to cheer me up. I steel myself for what I need to do. Yesterday, just before she left the room, Faris told me the contents of the first email she sent. 100 mil for your kid. Take the train. That mail stopped her father from getting on the airplane. As a result, he didn't die, but that wasn't the only effect it had on the timeline. Her father needs to sell the IBN 5100 to prepare the the 100 million yen ransom. As a result, Faris never donated the IBN 5100 to Yanabayashi Shrine. With their father, Faris didn't participate in Akihabara City's development conferences, and otaku-oriented businesses never took root in Akiba. May Queen Neon Square never opened. Faris wasn't as busy, which allowed her to join the Rhinet tournament circuit. In other words, this world's Faris had a normal life. On the world line it came from, Faris was not only a student, but also the heir to her father's company, an influential member of the Akihabara Development Board, and a part-time maid waitress. Which life is better for her? Which will give her greater happiness? That's not my decision, it's hers. And her decision is to return to the way things were. I'm just here to help her wake up from this dream. Faris has already entered the cancellation email. JK on ransom. Love you, Papa. See you soon. These are Faris' true last words to her father.
ちなみに、世界が元に戻ったら、フェイリスの今の記憶も全部なくなっちゃうのかにゃ。
そんなことはあるものか。きっと覚えてるさ。なぜならお前は今、過去を変える前と変えた後、両方の記憶を持っているだろう。
Yeah, Faris is reading Steiner to some degree, so we don't know.
だから、あんなに必死にフェイリスを助けてくれたのかにゃ。
それは、解釈は自由だ。
I can feel my cheeks get warm, so I hang my head to hide my face.
フェイリスは、京馬との時間を忘れたくないにゃ。
ありがとう。
I take Faris' phone. Sorry, Faris. I lied to you. When we change things back to the way things were, your memories of this world line will almost certainly disappear. Perhaps another miracle will happen, you'll gain memories of this world line too, but I can't be sure, there are no guarantees. And so, I will engrave these memories onto my heart. The memories of Faris, the Rhinet champion. The memory of her father who gave strength to a stranger like me for protecting his bond. I'm not sending that right now, I want to read all this text. I will carry them for you with you, always.
それじゃあ、バイバイ、パパ。
What happens if... It must be done. For Mayuri's sake. I must erase Faris' memory just as I did with Suzuha's. There's no other way. I give Faris her phone back.
京馬。
And... I think that's the Faris route. No.
俺はまだ夢を終わらせたくはない。
Don't jump to conclusions. We should explore other methods. After all, her father's life hangs in the balance.
別の方法を試してみよう。お前のパパさんを殺せないよ。
Yep, Faris route. We're on the Faris route.
京馬。ごめんにゃ。フェイリスが迷わせちゃったにゃ。
いや、いいんだ。俺が決めたことだ。
I don't have what it takes to be a god. That burden is too much for me to bear. Faris' father is still at home, so we go to the UPX cafe to talk. Faris orders a sandwich.
それで、京馬には他に何か方法があるのかにゃ。
これは賭けになるが、フェイリスパパに送る D メールの内容を変更する。
じゃあ、フェイリスが最初に送った狂言の脅迫メールは取り消さないままなのかにゃ。
Wait, you could say JK on ransom, but JK on ransom, still take the train.
そういうことになる。IBN5100 が俺の手元に戻ってくれば勝ちなんだ。フェイリスパパが死ぬ必要なんてない。
Right as I said that, the employee comes to us with a sandwich and drinks. She looks startled.
ゲームの話です。
The employee forces a smile at my lame excuse, then heads back inside. I turn to Ferris.
だから例えば D メールの内容をこうすれば話は早いと思う。 IBN5100 を岡部倫太郎に渡すまで
Well, okay.
絶対に手放すな。
I think 10 years is about the limit of how far we can send D-mails. Phone mail didn't become widespread until then. Lukaku's mom pager was a special case, but even that was limited to the 1990s. So I don't think we could do anything fancy like tell Ferris's dad to start stockpiling IBN 5100s in 1975.
でもその時期のパパは会社が傾きかけててお金はなかったにゃ。フェイリスが誘拐されたと知ったらパパは何を言われても IBN5100 を売っちゃう気がするのにゃ。
Ferris frowns and takes a bite of her egg sandwich.
それは書き方次第だろう。最初の D メールに関連させてしまえばフェイリスパパも別の方法を取るはずだ。レトロ PC 収集家なら他にも売れる PC はたくさん持っていたんだろう。
そんなのは結局大した額にはならないのにゃ。 IBN5100 だけは当時たまたま法外な値段で買ってくれる相手がいたっていうだけなのにゃ。
そこはお前にうまくやってもらうしかない。改めて言うがこれは賭けだ。
That just gave the responsibilities of a god.
改変によって世界線がどの程度動くのか、その結果改変された世界線がどんな世界なのか、もしかするとマユリもフェイリスパパも助からない世界になるかもしれないが、逆にどちらも助かる可能性もある。
You could say still take take train though. JK on ransom, still take train. I don't know if that's enough characters, but well, it's also Japanese, so I don't.
確信なんて俺にもないんだ。だがこのままじゃいけない。このままマユリを死なせることもフェイリスパパを死なせることも俺にはできない。
Yeah, I mean, a gamble, all or nothing. It's fair straight with that. 2 lives hang in the balance. I don't want to be making decisions that affect whether people live or die, but I can't think of any alternative.
キョウナがそう決めたならフェイリスはそれでいいにゃ。
本当に
パパのこと助けようとしてくれてるんだって分かってるにゃ。だから感謝したいぐらいにゃ。キョウナのこと本気で好きになっちゃいそうにゃ。
Well, we are on the Ferris route.
からかうな。
からかってなんてないにゃ。
Ferris pouts cutely. Ooh.
キョウナはフェイリスみたいな女は嫌いかにゃ。
No, of course not. She stares into my eyes, saying nothing.
さすがメイクインニャンニャンの人気ナンバーワンメイドだな。客への媚び方をよく心得ている。
I don't think he'd be hanging out with you if he hated girls like you, I'm just saying.
そういう風にはぐらかすキョウナは嫌いにゃ。
You know what? Now she makes a sad face and drops her shoulders. Don't tell me this was a real confession of love to me. It kinda was. Sure, Ferris is cute. I don't have as much trouble dealing with her as I used to. I could certainly get used to the idea of being with a girl like her. I'm a man after all, and any man would be overjoyed to win the heart of a girl like Ferris. I mean, yeah, dude. She's cute, she's rich, she's got... What does she not have? This is no time for romance.
フェイリス賭けに乗ってくれ。いい結果になると信じて。
フェイリスの質問には答えてくれないんだにゃ。
Oh, he
しょ
will.
ぼーん。
Just give him some time. Ferris looks a little sad, but after a deep breath, she smiles again.
キョウナについていくにゃ。その D メール送ってみようにゃ。
We have our plan. Will the dice come up odd or even? Not even God knows. I take Ferris with you to the lab, and Dara weeps tears of joy at her safety. Sorry, just getting a little drink. Sorry, Dara, she's kind of mine. Wink, wink. Mayuri jumps on her with a hug, and Kurisu keeps reading, her expression aloof. I'll tell the three of them I'll explain later, though. I don't know if I'll ever get the opportunity, since we're changing the past, and head with Ferris straight to the development room. Ferris has already written the email. The root of the problem is their fake ransom demand, which caused her father to sell his IBM 5100. This is a second threatening email written to prevent that. His time of arrival is 1 hour after the first email. I set the timer and exchanged guilt glances with Ferris.
もう戻れないぞ。
世界線が変わっても京馬のこと覚えていられるといいにゃ。
Even that is no guarantee. This isn't like Suzuha's case where I returned the warped world line back to normal. We're warping it even more. I wouldn't be surprised if there are changes more drastic than the elimination of Moya from Akiba.
フェイリスが忘れてしまっても俺は覚えている。
京馬手を握ってほしいにゃ。
Don't tell me Dara's looking at this. I take Ferris' hand and the microwave.
フェイリス。
送信にゃん。
Oh, we've gone down a number. The warmth of Ferris' hand suddenly disappears from mine.
Huh?
The summer sun fills my distorted vision. Next comes the noise of Akiba, the noises of the crowd, and the theme songs of electronic shops.
これは
Teleportation. I realize I'm standing on Shunodori, right in front of Animate. Animate, the anime shop? I scan the street.
萌え系ショップが復活している。
The world line must have changed. There's evidence from the fact that reading Steiner kicked in. Ferris, however, is nowhere to be seen. Even though we were standing right next to each other just a moment ago, hand in hand, she disappeared. Well, obviously. Did her very existence disappear? No, that's absurd. I refuse to accept that. So did her plan work? Or are things even worse now? I need to explore this new world line. I head to Tennoji residence and find Nai there, home alone. I managed to convince her to let me in. The divergence meter is there as expected. What? The first digit is blank. It now reads 27 point... Yeah, that percent. Is it broken or is there a reason for the missing digit? It might have gone over. Anyway, better make note of this number on my phone. When I checked the divergence meter after erasing our memories with Suzuha, the number was above 0.4. The current number is significantly lower now, but the bigger question is that missing first digit.
誰ですか？うちに何の用ですか？
Nai peeks at me from behind the sliding door. She's acting even more afraid than usual. I don't want her to tattle on me to her dad. I better calm her down somehow.
いきなり押しかけて悪かったな。だが用は済んだ。ちなみにこの家の場所はお前の親父さんに教えてもらったのだ。
That doesn't seem to allay her nervousness much, and she still doesn't come any closer.
誰ですか？もう出てってください。でないと警察を呼びます。それと私のお父さんはとっても強いです。
What's going on here?
誰ですかってひどいな。たまに会うだろ。
え？
お前の親父さんの店の2階を借りてるだろ。忘れたのか？
お父さん、助けて。
いやいやいや、ちょっと待て。
ひどいことしたら舌噛んで死にます。
Jeez, hey, stop scaring the girl. Just get out.
いや、しないから。というより、本当に俺のことを覚えていないのか？
Nai shakes her
会
head
ったことも
frantically.
ないと。
She nods.
それは悪かった。 俺はお前の親父さんと知り合いでな。用は済んだからもう帰るよ。
My thoughts are jumbled, but I force a smile to hide my confusion and leave the Tennoji residence behind. Something like this was bound to happen. It's a small comfort, but I knew the risks when I chose this path. Given that canceling the Suzuha email only changed the divergence by 0.7%, a change of 0.2 likely means a dramatic shift in this road line, at least from my perspective. It's entirely possible that the past events on this road line, my relationships included, are very different from what I remember. As proof, with the sole exception of Faris, all my contacts have disappeared from my phone. That's nothing but pure horror to me. To save Mayuri and Faris' father, we warped the fabric of time even more than it had been warped already. To lose everyone other than Faris, that would be unbearable. That can't have happened. They can't have disappeared. I'm sure they still exist. My phone is just broken is all. That's probably it. I knew this might happen. I accepted the risks. At the same time, I don't want my relation with my friends to change. I swear, he's gonna, like, run into Daro or something, and Daro's just not gonna know him. I hold that desperate wish in my mind. Mayuri, Daro, and Kurisu should be in the lab, like usual. Once I get there, Mayuri will greet me cheerfully, right? I climb the stairs to the second floor, praying that everything will be alright. And then I realize that my prayers were for naught. The second floor is vacant, and of course the time leap machine is nowhere to be found.
メイクインはあるのか?
Still in a daze, I wandered to the maid cafe in search of a familiar face. Feels like 10 years since I last saw that cat logo. I take a deep breath and open the door.
おかえりなさいませ、ご主人様。
フェイリス、マユリ。
Well, yeah.
よかった。
I feel indescribable relief when I see the two girls standing there. They didn't disappear. They still work here, just as I remember.
ご主人様、違うよ。あのね、まゆしにゃんにゃんだよ。
Mayuri smiles at me and strikes a cat-like pose.
あなたはフェリスちゃんのデュエルパートナーだよね。
She turns to Faris.
もしかしてフェリスちゃん、この人にマヨシーの本名教えちゃったの？はにゃ？教えた記憶はないけどにゃ。
She doesn't know you.
でもマユシーって名乗ってる時点でなんとなく想像はつくにゃ。 そっか。
This feeling. Something is very wrong. What did you expect? Come on! Come on, Okame. It shouldn't take this long to piece it together.
今日ま。
Faris brings her mouth close to my ear.
来てくれてありがとにゃ。でもお客さんの前だから彼氏っぽい行動は慎んでほしいにゃ。
She's dating on the side.
彼氏？
バカ、言っちゃダメにゃ。バイト終わったら思いっきり甘えてあげるからそれまで辛抱するのにゃ。
お前は何を言っているんだ？
にゃにゃ。そういうことかにゃ。最初からちゃんと心得てたっていうことかにゃ。
Okame, stop being an
さすが
idiot.
今日も話が早いにゃ。
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna... There we go.
もうフェリスちゃん、お店でイチャイチャしちゃダメだよ。にゃはは、何言ってるにゃ、まゆし。そんなことしてないにゃ。
Yeah, people might notice.
それよりマユリ、ダルとクリスを知らないか？
Stop calling her that! Mayuri tilts her head with a confused expression.
ダル？クリス？誰かな？
The coldness in the pit of my stomach returns. There's something odd about how Mayuri and Faris are acting. Well, it should be easy to pick out by now. You two are dating. She doesn't know you. Does this mean my relationship with them has changed as well?
ラボはどこにある？
ラブホ？
What the hell? Faris grabs me by the ear.
何をする？
今日まあ一体どういうことにゃ。もしかしてマユシーとラブホに行く約束でもしてるのかにゃ。未成年にそんないかがわしいことしようなんて、今日まってずいぶん変態だったのにゃ。
Wait, that's not what I'm doing.
ラブホじゃない、ラボだ。勘違いするな、バカ者。
ラボって何や。
ラボはつまり未来ガジェット研究所といった。
My god, man does not get the hint. It should be obvious by now. They...
なあマユリ、知ってるだろ。未来ガジェット研究所だ。
マユシーはわからないのです。
Does he not get the hint? Oh my god. That is the one thing I'm gonna say that I do find annoying about this game. It's like every time the world line shifts, she's like, oh my god, did something change? Like, yeah, of course she doesn't know. She doesn't remember, it can't be.
そもそもさっきからなんでそんなにマユシーばっかに話しかけてるのにゃ。彼女がいる目の前でナンパしてるのかにゃ。
Exactly. Exactly. Girlfriend Faris, whose? You? Mine?
そういうことするご主人様にはお帰り願ってるにゃ。どうするにゃ。
すまない。
I apologize and ask to be seated. And inside, I find Daro sitting at a table for two. He's fidgeting for some reason. Why is he staring at me like that?
ダル、ここにいたのか。
He doesn't know you. I sit in front of Daro and let out a sigh of relief. I drink my water in one gulp. I was really thirsty. Daro doesn't try to hide his displeasure.
君さ、フェイリスタンのなんなん？
何？
どっかで見たことある顔なんだよな。どこだっけ？まあそんなことどうでもよくて、とにかく君ってフェイリスタンになれなれしくね。調子に乗ってね。
He doesn't know
リア
you.
充か？リア充なんか？
He doesn't know you. Oh.
おいダル、一体何を。
Shut up as soon as I start talking. Given how Faris and Mayuri are acting, it's entirely possible that my relation with Daro has changed too. Better make sure.
俺とお前は初対面か。
当たり前じゃん。君この店来るの初めてでしょ。常連の僕はいつも他の客の顔もチェックしてるんで。
いや、結構来る方だと思うが。
この味は嘘をついている味だぜ。
JoJo reference!
舐めてもいないくせになぜわかる。
つうか質問に答えろよ。君フェイリスタンのなんなん？
俺は
もっと具体的に聞くべき？じゃあ質問その1。名を名乗りたまえよ。
Why do I have to be cross-examined by Daro? It's unpleasant, but I also don't want to anger him anymore, so I'll answer honestly. The question is which name to use.
法院京馬。
マジで？
Daro suddenly bends forward. His attitude changes completely at this. He grabs my hand, suddenly happy to see me.
ああ、そっかそっか。そうだそうっすよ。確かにどっかで見たことあると思った。フェイリスタンのデュエルパートナーの法院氏だ。いや、うっかりしてた。
Oh, okay, he's no I
あえて光栄です。僕、フェイリスタンと法院氏のファンなんですよ。この前の準決勝も見てました。
He shakes my hand forcefully. His hand is all sweaty.
おい、ダル。
Broski, you gotta understand.
ダル？なんで僕のあだ名知ってるん
You
ですか？
noticing that just now?
いや。
The pieces are starting to fall into place. The lab is gone. Mayuri and Daro don't know me. We haven't met. We're not friends. We're nothing.
そうか。
Just tell her that Faris talked about you at one point. All the time we spent together is gone. Every moment, every memory. Is this the price I have to pay? Is my destiny to live in a world where even my best friends don't know me?
いやー、明日はいよいよ決勝戦ですよね。バイラルアタッカーズなんかボコボコにしちゃってくださいよ。
Hell yeah!
決勝戦？
Viral attackers, which means it's about Rhinet Axis battlers. Am I participating as Faris' partner? But I thought the finals finished yesterday, so on this world line it's tomorrow. I'll ask Faris later. For some reason, it looks like I'm her partner and her boyfriend. Shh, keep that part silent. But I can deal with that later. Right now, there's one more thing I need to know.
なあ、お前はマキセ・クリスって知っているか？
そうそう。確か論文がすごい学術誌に載ったとかいう天才少女でしたっけ？
会ったことは？
前に ATF で講義をしたんですよ。それは聞きに行きました。かなり可愛かったですよ。で、その人が何か？
いや、別に。
It was obvious. If the lab doesn't exist, then how could I have met Kurisu? I go limp in my chair. What about the bet I made? The bet to save Mayuri. Did I win or lose? I should know by tonight. If things go as scheduled, Mayuri will die. And the worst part is, you don't have a time machine. Was it right to change the world line? And is Faris' father still alive? If we save both of them, I could accept the loss of my friends as a price. I have no other choice. Oh boy.
Papa?
Faris stops drinking her ice milk. Teen looks at me with furrowed eyebrows.
パパは今日もお仕事に行ったにゃ。それがどうしたんだにゃ？
お前のパパは生きているんだな。
失礼だにゃ。パパを勝手に殺さないでほしいにゃ。今日の今日はなんだか変にゃ。どうしたのかにゃ。
いや。
I see. Faris' dad is still alive. Thank goodness. Now all that remains is to learn Mayuri's fate. Will she die or will she live? The answer will determine if all this has been worth it.
で、俺とお前は恋人同士というのは間違いないのか？
Faris' face freezes. Her lips start to tremble.
もしかして今日もフェイリスとのことは遊びだったのかにゃ。ひどいにゃ。純情な17歳の乙女をたぶらかすなんて。
I see that Faris is as melodramatic as ever. Smiling brightly, I slump down in my chair and look up at the sky. I feel an emptiness filling my heart. Ah, so that's how it is. The world line has changed and the only one out of place is me. I feel so alone. My friends don't know me anymore. Mayuri isn't even my childhood friend.
どこにも行かせないぞ。連れてなんて行かせない。
Did that not happen? That didn't happen. Wait, that didn't happen in this timeline. Mayuri's no longer my hostage. I was willing to do anything to save her, even sacrifice the time Suzu has spent with us, and yet... No, think positive. Now that Mayuri's a stranger, there's no reason for her to die. Just think of it this way. I sacrificed her memories in order to save Mayuri. That does a little to alleviate the sadness.
今日な、何急に妙なオーラを出してるにゃ。今は二人の大事な話をしてるのにゃ。
なあ、フェイリス。今の俺は記憶喪失みたいなものだ。
Not a lie. I have no memories of this world line.
さすが世界を股にかけるマッドサイエンティストにゃ。機関に狙われて頭に大怪我を負ってついに記憶を失ってしまったわけにゃ。
Organization.
実は京馬は盗まれた核兵器の居場所を知ってるから、機関はその記憶を取り戻させようと必死なわけにゃ。京馬
Faris frowns, then leans forward and stares at me straight into my eyes. Is she trying to use her power, Cheshire Breaker, was it, to see into my mind?
そんな、京馬
Faris quickly turns pale.
本当に？
あ
だから今日の京馬は変だったのにゃ。大変にゃ。いつから？何が原因で？
世界線を移動してきたせいと言ってもわからないだろうな。俺はいわば時空の漂流者なんだ。
ふ ふざけてる場合じゃないにゃ。今はシリアスなシーンなのにゃ。心配してるんだから真
Serious
面目に答えるのにゃ。
俺は一言も嘘は言っていない。お前ならわかるだろ。
そうにゃけど。
なあ、詳しく聞かせてくれ。俺とお前の関係については特に詳しく。
本当に覚えてないのかにゃ。
Ferris is moved to tears, and she firmly clasps my hand.
フェイリスとキョーマはライネットの大会で知り合ったにゃ。秋葉の小さなショップでやっていた大会だったけど、死闘を繰り広げて心を通じ合わせたのにゃ。
Honestly, if... Okay, hold on. I played Rhinet.
そこで意気投合してフェイリスとキョーマはコンビを組むことになったのにゃ。フェイリスたちの息はぴったりで、グラちゃんでもほとんど負けずに決勝まで勝ち進んだのにゃ。
We were a perfect Oh, okay. Then Ferris starts fidgeting. She blushes a little and looks at me sidelong.
それで一緒に戦っていくうちにフェ
Ooh!
イリスはキョーマのことをもっと知りたいって思っていつも目で追うようになってて。そうにゃ、フェイリスはキョーマのこと好きになってたのにゃ。このままずっとライネットだけじゃなくてプライベートでもパートナーとして一緒にいてほしいって思うようになってたのにゃ。だからこの前の準決勝に勝った後思い切って告白したのにゃ。そしたらキョーマも好きだって言ってくれて、フェイリスたちは甘いキスを交わして晴れて恋人になったのにゃ。
Sweet kiss. Does that make me a normie? Was I really that good with women? I think that was just... I think that... Well, to be fair... I don't know.
ちなみにフェイリスとキョーマは
Yo! Yo!
何？
Living together already when we just started going out? You really are a filthy normie, current world line me. Ferris answers with a wry smile.
と言ってもライネットのパートナーとして夏休み中は合宿みたいな感じでキョーマをフェイリスの家に泊めてあげてるだけなのにゃ。だからそのエッチなことしてない。
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow.
って何言わせるのにゃ。
She flails her arms and legs. Oh, if it's at Ferris' place with their parents and the butler there, of course nothing naughty would have happened. Well, yeah.
キョーマ、今の話で何か思い出したかにゃ。
That's sort of interesting. One of the main downsides about Okabe's reading Steiner is that he only keeps memories of that past line. He doesn't get the memories of the current world line. So, the thing is, how much, like... Yeah, every time Okabe switches worlds, I mean, I guess it also, like, is advantageous because it avoids confusion and the mind being all messed up, which is apparently what Ferris went through in that last loop. But, like, do you guys get what I'm saying? There is a flaw to Okabe's reading Steiner, is that he doesn't have the memories of the new world. I shake my head. It's fundamentally impossible for me to remember the events of this world line. I didn't forget those memories. I never had them in the first place. Well, the body of the current you would have gone through all that.
フェイリス、頼みがある。
何かにゃ。キョーマが記憶を取り戻すためなら何でも聞くにゃ。
We gotta help you remember now.
いや、記憶のこととは違うんだが、前入りのことだ。
マユシ？そういえばさっきもお店でやたらと声をかけてたにゃ。
あいつはもしかすると今日の夜午後8時ぐらいに
Yeah.
何らかの形で死んだ。
Don't just say that!
だからあいつを見ていてくれないか。
死ぬってどういう、今度こそ冗談にゃ。
I gaze straight into Ferris's eyes.
嘘はついていない。死ぬか死なないか、可能性は五分だ。お前は何もしなくていい。見ているだけでいい。結果を俺に報告してほしい。頼めるか。
何が何だかさっぱりなのにゃ。でも
Ferris clasps my hand again. Tightly, very tightly. I can feel her warmth emanating through her palms.
フェイリスはキョーマのこと好きだから、大好きだから。信じるにゃ、キョーマのこと。
Aww.
ありがとう。
Ferris is the only one I could rely on now. I keep staring at the clock on the wall. I was told to wait at Ferris's place, so I've been sitting here for 2 hours. I haven't heard from her since she told me she was going to karaoke with Mayuri. Several hours have passed since Mayuri's scheduled time of death. Ferris hasn't contacted me yet, which I guess means nothing has happened. I wish I could know for sure. If Mayuri would have died now, it means I would have failed utterly. I would have no way to return to my original world line. I have no way to change the past again. The lab doesn't exist, neither does the phone wave name subject to change. I can't even send a D-mail to say nothing of leaving through time.
おや、岡部君。
Ferris's parents make an appearance. They smile when they see me. Oh, we never talked about Ferris's mom, actually. I just... Come to think of it, this is the first time I met Ferris's mom. She seems like an elegant lady.
ルミホはバイトかな？
あ、いえ。友人と遊びに行っているとか。
Ferris's dad is alive. I learned that fact from Ferris earlier, but it's really good to see him in the flesh. At the very least, I didn't have to kill this man.
そうか。高校生なのにこんな時間まで遊び歩いているとはいかんな。岡部君からも注意しておいてくれないか。
わかりました。
いつも娘が世話を焼かせてすまないね。これからも娘のことをよろしく頼むよ。
She's like in senior year, isn't she?
私はね、君のことを買っているんだ。
ありがとうございます。
I can't believe I've done anything to warrant that sort of praise.
悪いんだが、私と家内はこれから仕事で海外に飛ばなくてはいけなくてね。
Oh, lordy, okay. At this hour?
執事の黒木は残っているから何かあったら彼に。
Oh, okay, well, nothing. You're not gonna be tempted to do anything funky, okay.
では、行ってくるよ。
お気をつけて。
Once the parents leave, I drop onto the sofa, relieved. He's a really nice guy. I'm glad I was able to save his life, if nothing else.
ただいまにゃー。
Ferris returns right after her parents leave.
楽しかった。
フェイリス、どうして連絡をくれなかったんだ。マユリはどうなった？
There's concern in my voice, though I could tell from her expression that everything is okay. I won the bet.
マユシーは死んだりしなかったにゃ。2時間ぐらい2人でアニソンを歌いまくって、わざわざ池袋までフェイリスは送っていったのにゃ。まるでマユシーをエスコートする紳士みたいだったにゃ。そんなフェイリスにマユシーは感激しまくりでユリフラグ立ちそうな勢いだったにゃ。にゃはは。
そうか。
Mayuri's still alive. So is Ferris's dad. I've lost much, but as long as they're safe, I can accept my fate. I don't know what happened to Suzuha's dream for the future, but there's nothing I can do about that now. Everything is fine. This world line is my home now. I'm going to make a life here. I no longer have the lab or my friends, but I do have Ferris. I'm not alone. I'm so relieved to have finally achieved my goals that my body's fatigue catches up with me all at once. I slide down onto the sofa and close my eyes.
今日も寝ちゃうのかにゃ。
ああ少し。 休ませてくれ。少しだけ。
Plenty of time to think about the future. After all, I have nothing left to fear.
さて次のターンどうするかにゃ。
ちょっと早いが、ターミナルカードを使って形勢逆転すべきか。いや、だがそれこそが罠のような気も。
どうするかは今日の次第にゃ。
待て、ちょっと待て。この程度の危機、俺の灰色の脳細胞にかかれば。
No matter how hard I try, I simply can't visualize FARIS' piece placement. I'm still a newbie at this game, I barely know the rules. The finals are tomorrow, well, today actually. There's no way I can defeat the viral attackers like this. But since I'm FARIS' partner, I have no choice but to participate. That's why we've been training all night.
よし、せっかくだから俺はこのウイルスチェッカーを選ぶぜ。
そうきたのかにゃ。でもフェイリスは二重三重の策を打ってあるにゃ。
なんだと。
これで氷馬側のサーバーは丸裸にゃ。ターミナルカードを使ってじわじわ攻め落としていくにゃ。
This game is only about 10% luck. The rest depends entirely upon the Rhinetter's strategy and ability. It seems like a very fun game, honestly. It seems like the ideal sort of game. I still don't understand the rules of the game, which is totally fine because it's not real, but you know, I'm just saying. It seems like a very idealized game. Just saying. FARIS has the power to read people's minds, or emotions at least, so it's easy for her to see through my plays. Her power is truly overwhelming. She tears apart my carefully thought out plan, defeating me easily.
また負けた。これで19戦19敗とはマッドサイエンティストの名折れだ。
I was able to learn the rules with these 19 matches, but I'm still nowhere near a tournament level as a player. Was I really as the same caliber as FARIS on this world line? I suddenly see a frown spread across FARIS' face.
今日のライネットの戦い方本当に忘れちゃったんだ
He did! No!
今まで京馬が記憶喪失だにゃんてあんまり実感が湧かなかったんだけどここまで下手っぴになってるにゃんて
Oh no! Well, excuse me for being poopy!
京馬はフェイリスのこともほとんど忘れちゃったのかにゃ。
まあほとんどといえばほとんどだな。少なくとも恋人になった記憶は全くない。
にゃ
FARIS grows more and more downhearted. Now she's on the verge of tears.
じゃあ今の京馬はフェイリスのことなんてちっとも好きでいてくれてないわけにゃ。
What?
こうなったら
FARIS suddenly stands up with both fists clenched.
体で思い出させてあげるにゃ。
FARIS approaches me with bloodshot eyes, her fingers wagging lasciviously. It's gonna be something.
お前まさか
It's gonna be
俺
something.
を襲う気か。
It's gonna be something silly, isn't it?
それもありにゃ。初めてだから
I feel like
優
this is
し
all.
くしてほしいにゃ。
I feel like this is all building up to one giant misunderstanding.
落ち着け。初めてならば体は思い出しようがないだろうが。
京馬にゃ
Something. Suddenly, FARIS gets on all fours. She raises her back a little like a cat ready to pounce.
パパもママもお仕事で海外に行っちゃったにゃ。
Oh shit! Really?
黒木ももう帰っちゃったにゃ。
Is it? Really?
つまりこの広い家に
Oh shit!
今はフェイリスと京馬の二人きりなのにゃ。
This really is the FARIS route. Jesus. Okay. She approaches slowly.
どうするにゃ。記憶がなくても生前食わぬは男の恥にゃ。
お前が言うな猫娘。
I don't know what I should do in a situation like this. I can't think clearly.
京馬ねえねえ京馬京
Finally, Faris blasts off. If I dodge, Faris is sure to fall flat on her face. That's how fast she's going. So to prevent that, I catch her in my arms. Ah, here's where I lose my virginity. Farewell, virginity. I would have preferred to give it away rather than taken by force, but oh well. All I can do is prepare myself. Suddenly, Faris falls silent.
フェイリス
When I look down, she's pressing her face against my chest, muffling her sobs.
思い出が消えるのってとっても切ないのにゃ。自分の知ってる人が知ってる人じゃなくなっちゃって、自分だけが思い出が消える前のことを引きずってて、その思い出を押し付けることもできなくて、こんな中途半端に覚えてるならいっそきれいさっぱりフェイリスの思い出も消してもらいたいくらいにゃ。
Faris' words hit me like a blow. I feel exactly the same way. The Faris I knew is gone forever. So are Mayuri, Daro, and Kurisu. This world line closely resembles mine. Nothing is missing, but everything has changed. My memories seem real, and I know that they are. But with no one else to share them, they might as well be a dream. I'm all alone in this world, alienated, isolated. My friends will never remember me. The events in my memories never happened.
だがそれは
I gently embrace Faris' small head.
俺自身が選んだことだから。
Wait, is she gonna remember?
選んだ。
はあ
The path I chose so that neither Mayuri nor Faris' dad would die. I won the bet, so in return I have to live with this loneliness, this isolation. Nothing is free. Everything has a price. I sacrificed Suzuha's memories to save Mayuri. That's what Suzuha wanted. It's only fair that I give something up myself. So I'm okay with this. Because, objectively speaking, I reached my goal. I'm okay.
それに正直なことを言えば俺はフェイリスがいてくれてよかったと思ってる。
Mayuri and Daro are strangers now. Furisu has probably returned to America. Without Faris, without her affection, I don't know what I would have done.
俺はお前の恋人になった思い出はないが、お前が恋人でいてくれてよかったと思う。
今日も
Faris lifts her face.
この世界線で変わらず俺を知ってくれているのはフェイリスだけだった。フェイリスが一緒にいてくれたからなんとか冷静でいられた。これからも一緒にいてくれると嬉しい。記憶はきっと取り戻せないが、これからもう一度フェイリスのことを好きになっていきたい。
今日もフェイリスの猫耳外してほしい
Ah, does she not remember? God damn it! Cat ears? I see, back to Rumiho mode. I gently take the cat ear headbands off of Faris' head. Her long hair falls down and dangles onto my face. I comb through her hair with my fingers and Faris' eyes smile as if soothed by my touch. She really is like a cat.
ねえ、ルミホって呼んで。
Whoa. This is the second time she's asked me that. I was too self-conscious to say it the first time, but now,
ルミホ
ignoring my inner shyness, I say her name. Our faces draw close.
キスしてくれる？
With difficulty, we exchange a kiss like hummingbirds pecking at nectar. And Faris slowly smiles. Her smile, her lingering tears, her everything is awfully cute.
あなたはね、私の王子様なんだよ。
Does she remember? This is the second time she's told me that. I endure the tingling in my body.
これからも 私はあなたを好きでいていいんだよね。
あ
よかった。
Daro's gonna be pissed, by the way. If he finds out, which he won't. I can no longer return to my original world line. I don't intend to either, because I saved both Mairi and Faris' dad. I'll keep living in this world line, and Faris will be by my side.
ご来場の皆様お待たせいたしました。まもなくライネットアクセスバトラーズグランドチャンピオンの座を決める
Hold on, guys.
挑戦を開始します。
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Be right back. Okay, let's see. Thanks for waiting, everyone. Very soon we will start the finals and see once and for all who the Ryanet Access Battler Grand Champion is. I hear cheers. The finals are about to begin. Of course, our opponents are the viral attackers. On the previous world line, Faris' victory turned into a desperate chaos to Akiba. That's another thing that never happened. Normally, I would have refused to stand here. And since I didn't get my memories back, I could have stepped down, and the cheerful cat girl probably accepted before would have, But I'm standing here, even though I'm aware I'm a burden. Faris turns to me anxiously, one last time. I answer her with a firm nod.
俺はここで生きていくと決めた。
The story of Hoin Kyoma of Okabe Rintaro begins here anew. First line on a blank page. I scarred my feelings for the world line that never happened. I locked those memories deep in my heart. In order to live here from now on, I will become this world line's Okabe
それ
Rintaro.
にバイラルアタッカーズは勝っても負けても面倒な相手だ。奴らからお前を守らないとな。
Faris' dad won't come in his limousine to save us this time. I'm the only one who could protect Faris now. Faris turns to me, deeply moved, then holds out her hand. Aww.
ああ、一緒だ。
Faris' hand. My only connection to this world line. I gently take hold of it and squeeze. Okay! Okay. Oh! I don't know what all this says. But man, that's crazy. Oh my god. Okay. That's crazy. Oh, and that's the FARIS route, guys. Oh. That's crazy. This is different from the other Edie, isn't it? Can you guys even hear me? I feel like the... Okay, no, my mic's loud enough. Recital and nice advance on. Okay, so... Okay, no, it's just my headphones that are loud. Oh god, dude, that's crazy. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. I'm gonna be honest here, I actually really like this ending. Like, we saved everyone, technically speaking. Oh, okay. 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 And my friends, we have just achieved another route. Isolated Jamasvu. Reach Ferris's ending. Extra... Yeah. So these... How do I... Wait, no, I'm pretty sure I already saw these. Yeah. Ferris is cute, pretty cute. I do have to say. I like her design. She's got a cute design. That is such a weird-ass angle. Man. Okay, so... That is such a weird-ass... That's such a freaky-ass angle. Shame we never got to see any of that. Suzuha's great too. Man! Oh my god. Okay. That is one ending down, and I know I really like that Steins Gate. What do you call it? Actually, wait, hold on. Okay, so here's the thing. I know I've got such a good thumbnail for, like, these series of streams, but the thing is, I do eventually want to play around with some of this stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna... Okay, I'm actually gonna try to see if I can make new thumbnails for this stuff. Okay, yeah, I will. This is great for this Suzuha ending. This is... Okay. And I just love this song. Normie. We all know that. For any integer that is greater than 2, no 3 Huh. Oh, that's interesting. Really? I didn't know that. Well, yeah, we all know what a hater is. Titular Master Cheaton. I don't know what that's a reference to. Okay. I'm going to leave this off here. I hope you all are enjoying this Steins Gate series, because next episode, we're going to be we just did the Ferris ending, so we're gonna be going the not Ferris ending. Get what I'm saying? So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that, folks. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment if you haven't done so already. And, you know, make sure to smash that bell, because it really helps the channel out. Oh boy. Not much else for me to say. The sky is up, and you guys are awesome. I will see you all in the next episode.